Hello, sir.
Hello.
I am so honored to have you here at the Sementia Learning and Development Farm.
Thank you so
And
much.
let me officially welcome you to our farm.
Thank you.
I want you to tell my audience who you are, then they would understand why I am so honored to have you here. So please, do me the honors of introducing yourself to us.
Thank you so much. My name is Yapsa Somarib.
So do I address you as Dr. Yapsa, or how are you addressed? I want to do the right thing.
Okay, I'm a veterinary technologist.
Wow.
Veterinary technologist.
Veterinary technologist. Are you different from a veterinary officer?
That is different from the veterinary surgeons.
Interesting.
Their course is 6 years, like the human medicine. But our course is 3 years.
Please, my people, I need you to stay tuned. This is just the tip of what is to come your way today. So much knowledge, because I rarely encounter veterinary officers, and just he hasn't even started. He's already telling me the differences I didn't even know exist. So please, if this is your first time, let me remind you that you are the right place, and we love the livestock industry. Please hit the notification button for me so that you don't miss any content we bring your way. That is, of course, after you subscribe to the channel. And my subscribers already, mwah, thank you so much. Continue with us as we glean all the knowledge we can from veterinary technologist Yapsa what?
Somarib.
Yapsa Sumar. Guys, this is a raw video. Let's do this together. So please continue with the intro for me.
Oh, okay. So I completed veterinary college in Tamale.
Tamale.
That is the only
In
veterinary.
Tamale, I've been there.
You know Tamale?
Yes. Oh, please. We went there.
But do you know
recently.
Tamale?
We entered the school.
Oh, that's very.
And they tell me it's the first veterinary college in West Africa.
In West Africa, yeah, that was the first veterinary college in Africa.
I said I am honored to meet you.
So most of the veterinary guys, we see them in town, all of them completed from the veterinary college. As of now, that is the only, until now that they have tech, and then Legon has established the veterinary surgeon. Okay.
You are the pioneers. Well done.
That is good.
Wow, so what program did you learn there?
Our courses are so much.
Yeah, which one did you specifically do when you were there?
We have the practical aspect, because when we start, every morning, the college has got a farm and we have a breeding station.
Oh, talk of a
and then we have the lab,
education,
and then we have the lab,
Yeah.
and then we have the vet clinic.
Yeah.
So there are 3 departments. In the morning, we are grouped into 4 groups.
Yeah.
One group will go to college farm to go and work in the morning. Another group will go to the breeding station, livestock breeding station.
Wow.
They will go there and do a lot of work there.
Yeah.
And another group will go to the lab.
Yeah.
They will also go and learn there. And then another group will go to the clinic.
So how long did you study there for?
It's 3 years.
Wow. And after that, do you get, is it HND or degree, or in case my audience...
No, it's a diploma.
Wow. Oh, diploma.
You come out as a diploma.
Beautiful. So take me from when you came out. How long have you been practicing veterinary?
Practice the vet almost over 10 years now.
Wow.
When I completed, I did my national service at Bolgatanga Veterinary Clinic.
Yeah.
And the vet clinic, there is they rotate.
Yes.
We have the clinic itself,
Yeah.
we have the abattoir, that is where we go for meat inspection.
Yes.
And we have the field work too.
Yes.
The field work, we do mass vaccination. In the north, I think it is very prominent anthrax cases. So normally we organize the communities.
Yes.
They will send, there is an assembly point where they will bring their animals there, and then we'll just go, the field work, we'll just go and do the vaccination and have education.
I was going to come to the diseases, but as you've mentioned it, you mentioned it's quite common up north. What causes this anthrax? Because I've heard of it a lot.
Anthrax is one of the most dangerous diseases.
Wow.
What happens is that most of the time, it's in the drying season most of the time.
Yeah.
Because we know the anthrax spores, the way they are. So
It's caused by what?
it's caused by, it's a bacteria. We call it Bacillus anthracis.
Nice.
It's a bacteria disease. What happens is that these viruses, they are found in the blood. So when the animals died like this, and the blood oozes from the nose, the natural orifices.
Yeah, the natural orifices.
So this virus can stay in the soil for a number of years.
Very dormant.
Because dormant, they form something like they encapsulate. How do you call it? You know how capsules?
Capsules,
yeah,
very hard capsules.
very,
Yeah, and go
so that
dormant
and
for a
go
while.
dormant for some time.
Yeah.
So during the drying season, most of the areas is completely dried. So when the animals are grazing, they graze very close to the ground and they are likely to pick it.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
immediately it gets into their system, then the environment is good for them. Then they will try to
We can't
multiply.
exactly control this too.
That is very, very, very.
Because I was going to ask, how do we prevent it?
The best thing is to do the vaccination at least
Do the
every year.
vaccination.
When you vaccinate them, you are okay.
So you have to vaccinate
You have to
every year.
every year. You have to make sure you
My
vaccinate your
livestock farmers, this is free knowledge for you. You have to vaccinate every year.
Every year.
I'm talking about your over a decade or 10 years
Experience.
being a veterinary technologist.
Technologies.
This, let me confess, this is my first time. I would have said, oh, you're a vet officer.
That's okay.
But you said there is a difference
Between
a
the
veterinary
doctors, we call them the veterinary surgeons.
The veterinary
surgeon,
surgeons
and then you have the veterinary technologists.
You are a technologist.
Uh-huh.
So if
Or-
I say a veterinary officer, who is a veterinary officer?
Or if you talk to the veterinary officer, there are those ones, they are the veterinary doctors who have been through their course for 6 years.
For
and then
6 years.
6 years, and then they will do their housemanship. And then, so
You
we are
people should come
veterinary.
and pay this honorable vet for this free education is given us. Over your 10 years experience of being a veterinary technologist, which areas in the animal world of agriculture have you worked in?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is it poultry? Is it aquaculture? I don't know. Which specific areas? Yes.
Oh, I work in most of the areas. Okay, let me start from here. After my national service from Balga Veterinary Clinics, I was not employed. So they asked me, because of my hard work, my director asked me that I can work for at least a year there.
Because
so
of your
my hard work.
Okay, you heard
so
it.
so I worked in the clinic for 1 year
Yeah.
before the posting came, and then I was posted. My first station was Salaga.
Wow.
Northern region. Hey, that place, it was very, very, very dangerous. What happened is that there was a lot of cattle there, these Fulani herdsmen.
So in essence, your first experience in the animal agriculture world was with cattle.
Well, exactly,
So
and
you
that was
started
cattle.
with cattle.
Because when I went to Salaga, that's where there was a lot of cattle there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's
purposely, that is what we were doing.
Yes.
There was no clinic there, so we go to the field. Sometimes you can even go and sleep in the bush with the Fulani.
Wow.
We'll carry our vaccines and everything.
And
Sometimes
you
we can
did
even
this-
stay.
You did this for how long?
Oh, we did it almost about 3 years. I worked there for 3 years.
For 3 years.
Those ones are most of the time they are field work.
Field work, yes. And when you
Very
moved
pathetic
on-
because sometimes you go
Yeah.
and then these animals, sometimes these Fulani men, they are afraid of the vaccine. So the education is down. So sometimes they think negative aspect,
You're
and then
coming to harm the animals. Oh.
most
So
of
how
the
were you able
animals.
to
There
convince
was
them?
one time we went there, and then
Yeah.
you can see the animals dying on the floor like that.
Hey.
Plenty. Oh, but gradually we're able to do a lot of publicity and then at least education. And then sometimes we select at least 2 or 3 of them, then we convince them. So every year we'll go there and then vaccinate. So when they see the difference between theirs and then the
Vaccinated
other one, and then
animals.
they see the difference,
Yes,
and
yes,
that is what
yes.
we were able to convince them, and at least a lot of them were trying to patronize
I
the
love
work.
this. In effect, you convinced them by your hard work. That was some hardcore evidence. So they saw the animals that have been vaccinated against the anthrax, and they saw the ones that were dying off, and then they believed.
They
in you.
believe that at least every year they
You
have
did
to
a really
vaccinate.
good work.
It
Wow.
wasn't easy.
Wow.
The nature of the work, it's field
After
work.
cattle, is there any other field you work with?
Yeah.
Any other animal
Animals,
sector?
the small ruminant,
Like
sheep and goats.
sheep and goats.
Goats.
You are coming home. You are
I'm coming home. Yeah, I'm coming home.
What's
From
your
the
experience been
oh,
with
yeah,
the small
it's-
ruminants?
the small ruminant. Down south here, I think that area too, I work in small, but the cattle were in the north so much as compared to this place. So when I came to this area, it was a small ruminant. They are prominent in here.
Yeah.
And then most of the cases I encountered here was mench, these skin diseases. In our area, they call it who, some call it kukude. It's just like a skin diseases.
How is it
So,
spelled? The mench you
mench,
mentioned. How is it spelled?
now M-A-N-G-E.
Okay.
Mench.
Mench.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a northerner, so my
Please.
English is not all that
All
very
accents
bad.
are welcome. Nope,
Oh,
nope,
okay.
nope.
So there was
We all
one
have
time,
different
what happened is that I came to the town and then I went to one village to go and work.
Yeah.
I worked, and when on my way coming, I stopped. Our vehicle got spoiled, so I stopped in one of the villages. I was sitting down, so I saw one of the cases. The meant it was completely, and they were using dirty oil or those things to just put on them. No. So I told the woman, this animal, the woman was complaining, has no money. And I think 3 of the animals were so I said, no problem, I will just do it for you. So I treated these 3 animals. It was severely meant case.
When it happens, do they lose their fur or what?
Oh, they lose, it's a skin disease.
They lose the fur.
They lose the fur completely, and then call it alopecia. You'll not even see the skin.
I know alopecia in humans.
Okay.
It exists in animals.
Animals too, it exists.
Wow.
So I told the woman, and then I used ivermectin. I treated animal a week time. I went there and continued the treatment. Wow. And then that was all. Wow. So the animal recovered completely. Oh, so that woman I didn't even collect any pesa from this woman. Yeah. So the woman, the information just spread around the whole village. Yeah. So the woman invited me and told the people around. Yeah. And then they organized the system well. And then I went there and treat all this. So it's part of the education, how to influence them. Yeah. Normally, seeing it is far, far better than someone telling them. Because of the experience they have. And then that is all.
Wow. My audience, you should be here today at the farm because believe you me, even after he has left, I am still going to stay in touch and glean all the knowledge I can because so far you have touched on 2 very critical diseases, anthrax, which is a bacterial disease, and this mange, is it also a bacterial? Parasitic infection.
They are parasitic. Okay.
I feel like I'm in class today and I'm really enjoying it.
And then one of my second experience was, I went to one farm. And then the animals was trying to give birth, but it was very difficult. It was not, we call it dystocia, difficulties in giving birth. Hey. There are certain conditions that may cause, either the fetus can be slightly bigger than the, or the presentation, when the baby is not presented well, that can also cause, that are some of the, or the pelvis is even smaller. Yes. So when the woman called me, and then I just tried to do manual, but unfortunately the service was very small, so there is no way. Oh no, it has given birth before. Oh, okay. But I don't know whether it was knocked by a car or someone hit it. So the pelvis becomes so closer. So we have to do the CS. Yes. So after that, almost the whole community came around. They have never seen some before. They tell, how can you do CS in human beings and animals? And I told them, oh, it was a funny. So they came around with their video. I don't have the video. I will have shown it to you. Yeah. And then we did it, and everything was so. The baby is alive, and then the mother too was alive. Everything.
Veterinary technologist, your experiences are breathtaking, and I think they are very eye-opening too. Because just listening to you, you keep buttressing all your points with one solid experience after another. And I think what runs through all is the education and the practical results of the education you give. It easily makes the people believe you and buy into what you do. So I mean, I stand to be corrected, but for all of us in the agric field, at least you and myself here, we know we are in the animal husbandry field. I feel that the crop sector is more popular than the animal sector in agric. Why is that so? Because all of these wild experiences, wild education, you will think that by now the livestock industry is taking over, in terms of even getting the right attention and funding and all of that. But we can see that the crop guys are still, my crop guys, I love you, but please, I have to fight for my industry. Why is that so?
It's a very big problem, from the experience, it is true. Most of the project that comes, I think they are concentrating is only on crops, and leaving
something to get their attention or what exactly?
It is very,
everything you said has shown the
impact of the livestock sector.
Yeah, the right education and all of that in this
But I think the government should put his things in order. Assuming most of the project that comes, they are on crop, and they are forgotten about the animals aspect. Good. So there was one time. What can we do?
To get their attention.
The only thing we can do is advocate. We have to advocate, and then organize rallies and then talk shows, so that at least what we are doing, it must be publicly come out, and then we have to advocate for people to know.
Wow.
It is very silent. That is because if you look at it, it is a very big business. Because look at the importation of this frozen chicken that is coming.
Yes, sir.
But the government can put some money down and support the local, and then it will create a lot of work for the youth to work. Very excellent.
I feel like saying Dr. Yapsa, it just comes to mind easily. So I want to say Dr. Yapsa, I think you have said everything that I was thinking of and didn't even know how to put into words. And I really like what you said about us making noise about it, the advocacy. And that's why if you are watching this channel, listen, it's one of the great channels that is a strong advocate for the livestock industry. Just like Dr. Yapsa said, if we don't make the noise, if we don't let our voices be heard, that this industry exists and the impact it's making, it's magnificent. The government would always continue to look at the people. Looking at, talking about the impact we are making, I think I would end today's session because I have to come see Dr. Yapsa again. I want to ask Dr. Yapsa, so all of us would know what even brought you here today.
Oh, okay.
Yes, are you coming to join us for this advocacy or what exactly brought you to Senegal? That's going to inform your decision when you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The development of the pasture, the grazing for the animals, I think you divide it into 4 areas. Paddocks. That is
on
okay.
Your land anyway, you can have as many paddocks as possible. Yes.
And then the way the houses are also structured, you know.
I see.
You have, when they are pregnant, there is a place you have to, after giving birth, there is a place weaning them at least. Your system is very accurately, and we are going to implement these systems.
Dr. Yapsa, and then what? You give me the last one you're going to give me.
And then I see that you have a small lab or a clinic there for the treatment.
Business,
that is okay. It's very nice. And I've enjoyed the breed of your goats are very excellent. This is my first time of seeing it physically, this type of goats.
I know I'll be seeing more of you here at
okay. We'll work together. No problem.
We'll work together.
We'll work together. And one of these days, you have to also get time to come and visit our farm.
Even though we have so much. This morning, before we came here, we visited 2 farms. So believe you me, we just have to arrange with the team. And we shall be there.
No problem.
On the note of us being together and advocating for this livestock industry, I want to officially welcome you for joining hands with us. I want to shake your hand for joining hands with us to change the narrative. And thank you once again for visiting the Sementia Farms.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to say I believe it's been impactful. I know it has been impactful and very insightful. A big thank you to Dr. Yapsa, a veterinary technologist, guys, and I want to say thank you to you also for staying tuned to the end of this video with us. Till we come your way again with yet another impactful video, it is bye-bye for now.